Injury-wise, we're all good. Everyone's full. Positive. Everyone's full.
You worked with Paul Gunther in Cincinnati.
I did.
What do you know about his defense, and what do you expect this week?
Paulie's a very good coordinator. He's a guy that does a great job of pressuring quarterbacks. He's been in top 10 in the last 4 years in Cincy, so I'm expecting a hell of a challenge from his defense on Sunday.
Vince, you mentioned last week it's pretty remarkable for everybody to be healthy, everybody to be healthy. How much of that do you attribute to Lauren Lando, and how much is just luck?
I mean, Lauren's been great for us. You know, obviously it's football, guys get injured, but Lauren's been great. Our team's in great condition. I mean, it showed on Sunday. It was a warm day Sunday, and our guys played fast while they were tired, and that's important. Obviously, some of it's luck. You know, how we practice hopefully helps that, but you know, a combination of luck and how we practice and Lauren's program is keeping us healthy so far. Knock on wood.
I talked to Case on Monday about that balance of taking care of the ball and taking chances. And he said when he woke up, he didn't feel as good as he would have liked to because of the turnovers. Yeah. But the idea that he knows he can be a lot better, that's kind of the guy you see, right? That it's just
absolutely. You know, after watching the film numerous times, you know, after the interceptions, he had his best drives. So that speaks to his confidence. It speaks to him not folding. You know, so I was really impressed with Case on the sideline. You know, I mean, he didn't go in the tank at all. He kept his teammates going and obviously moved the ball for us after the mistakes.
What was your initial thought when you heard Khalil Mack is out of the division?
A couple weeks ago? I mean, you know, good for us, I guess. You know, good for all of us. I mean, he's obviously a great player. You know, but he's no longer with the Raiders. He's with Chicago. We don't play Chicago, so that's the story.
Vince, do coaches at all get hyped about coaching against other coaches? This is Chucky. This is Jon Gruden.
I think we all like the competition of what we do. You know, that makes the game great. You know, last week it was Coach Carroll, and I mean, Coach Carroll's a great coach, and this week it's Coach Gruden, who's a great coach. So, absolutely, I mean, it's a challenge to get your team ready to play those teams because of his experience and his knowledge and his way with players. So, absolutely. You get fired up playing against guys like that.
How much of a challenge is it for covering a guy like Jared Cook, who had like 180 yards last?
Well, I mean, he's going to be a true challenge. I mean, he had 190 yards, I think, on 10 targets. He's 6'6". He has great ball skills. He runs 4.5. So we have to have a great plan to get him contained. You know, we can't walk in here on Monday and say we didn't contain him, because if we don't contain him, it's going to be a long day for us. You know, obviously they have Amari Cooper and they got Marshawn Lynch and they've got some guy. They got Jordy Nelson. You know, so it's an offense full of talent. So our plan has to obviously have answers for all of those skill guys. You know, and that's always a tough deal when a quarterback is playing at a high level. So we have a plan, and hopefully it works to a T on Sunday.
How involved are you with Coach Watkins in terms of deciding how many carries each guy's going to get?
That was all Ma. Ma did a great job on using the guys the right way. You know, obviously going with the hot hand with 30 on Sunday, but coming back with Royce in the 4-minute offense to finish the game. You know, using Book on third downs and to catch the ball for us. He did a fabulous job of using our guys as far as the game flow and with the plan. So that's hard to do. It's hard getting 3 backs going, so hopefully he can continue to do a good job for us.
Vance, when you're looking at the composition of your roster, how do you strike a balance between veterans and young guys? You got 7 players over 30, but a lot of rookies in key roles.
Yeah.
How do you go about that? The tough decisions we made there?
No, you know, those guys are qualified. You know, so even though they're young players, they're good football players, and they're very, very mature and smart football players. So they've earned their way to play. You know, so it's not about holding their hand or making it easy for those guys. They are NFL players and they're ready to play, and they've proven that from training camp to preseason now to last week. So hopefully our young guys who are playing get better and better each week, but all those guys who are playing, they're all qualified.
Coach, what was the thought process on bringing Shamarko Thomas back, and what's his role?
Right. Well, we only had 4 safeties on the roster, so we wanted 5. You know, and Shamarko's a guy who's obviously a great core special teams player. He's also a great strong and free safety, so it's good to have him back.
How quickly has Adam Jones picked up the defense? And would he see more time possibly this weekend?
Well, he's picked it up very quickly. And again, he played for me in Cincy, so it's very similar coverage concepts. He played for Coach Wade in Dallas, which that's Joe's background. So he's been in both systems that's combined to make this system. So he knows what to do. He's a veteran player, and hopefully he gets in better shape so he can help us moving forward.
Vince, I know you're playing with Martavis Bryant. What is his addition to Oakland mean? Does it change the challenge a little bit?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he's a guy that's a vertical threat. You know, I faced him in Cincinnati when he was in Pittsburgh for 6 games, and I mean, he caught a 98-yard touchdown on my secondary, so I won't ever forget that. So he's definitely going to be a challenge, and obviously he was in training camp with those guys, so he won't be limited as far as the play count. You know, so again, they've got a lot of skilled players with Jordy and Amari and Cook and now Brian and Marshawn. It's going to be a challenge. You know, I mean, they've got 5 to 6 guys that we have to account for on every play, you know, plus the quarterbacks playing at a high level. So it's going to be a big day for our defense to get them stopped.
Have you noticed a difference in Derek Carr since not having Bill Musgrave over there?
A difference?
Yeah.
I have not. He's still playing good football. You watched the first half of that game, he was almost flawless. So that's who he is, you know, obviously. So I'm expecting the best Carr he can be on Sunday.
Marshawn's not necessarily the runner that he was a couple years ago.
Are you sure?
Is that how it feels, though?
He's the same runner. I mean, he's still averaging 2.5 after contact. I mean, he had a run on Monday night where it was at the 7-yard line stop that he pushed the pile to the end zone. So he's the same guy. I mean, he's healthy. He's in great shape. He's always in great shape. He's a smart player. So, again, it's going to be a great challenge.
Last year, seeing the running backs and tight ends, just in general, were able to do more against the defense. What has changed this year, just in terms of the defense's ability to cover them?
Well, the tight ends, we hadn't fixed that yet. Okay, so that hadn't been fixed yet. I mean, that guy had too many big plays on us last week. The halfbacks, you know, our backers, Marshall and Davis, has done a great job in coverage from training camp, you know, through preseason to last week. So the tight end is going to be a challenge this week. I mean, he is a physical mismatch for most safeties and definitely for backers. So we have to have a plan to bracket him and to play a safety over top of him like he's a receiver. So hopefully we can rush the passer and speed the quarterback up and kind of help us cover these guys. But he's going to be a challenge.
Time for a few more for the coach.
On the tackling, that maybe some of your guys were a little too conscious of the helmet rule?
No excuses there. We missed 4 tackles on that one play. That was the biggest play of the game. So no, absolutely not. No excuses.
Coach Gruden and Carr were both saying that having Chubb on the strong side, allowing Vaughn to be more weak side and the open side, makes it even more dangerous. Is that part of it?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. You know, Vaughn's always the open side end, which he gets the air, and Chubby plays strong side. He's over the tight end most of the time. So that's their strengths. You know, Vaughn's a hell of a rusher, and Chubb's a hell of an edge setter and a rusher. So hopefully it gives them problems.
Last one, Nikki.
How do you feel about your own tight end play in higher management?
It's been very solid. You know, we've got 3 guys working there now, and they're all 3 different guys, but it's been very, very solid. You know, Jake made a huge play for us versus man coverage on Sunday. So that's what Jake can do. He can win one-on-ones versus safeties and especially linebackers. So it's a good group, and I'm pleased there.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.